Hello, world. Hello, world. I appreciate y'all for joining me here on Mike on the mic. As always, I hope y'all are doing well. We gonna get into a little Cavs talk today, man, because I can't ignore it any longer. I can't ignore it no longer, man. I wasn't watching the season the way I should have been. I wasn't tuning in the way I should have been because man, the Cavs kind of they disappointed me after that series last year, man. They really disappointed me with that. But they didn't got my attention again lately. And I got to eat a little crow because I've said a couple times, never did a full video, but I said a couple times, man, that I was early in the season, I wanted to get rid of Donovan Mitchell. Donovan or Garland had to go. And sorry, Mitch, you had to go, in my opinion. I was ready to get rid of him. It wasn't nothing personal. Mitchell's the better player. I knew that then. But the main reasons was, man, fit. Fit. Garland or Mitchell needed to leave in order for our team to really thrive, in my opinion. Mitchell also isn't here long term. Garland's locked up long term. Granted, I don't think he should have a max deal, but he's here long term. One non-personal. Mitchell's the better player. But after seeing him this season, I changed my tune, y'all. I gotta admit. You gotta go all in with Mitchell. He showed me that he is willing to change. Not just willing to change, but he can thrive in the change. He became more point guard. He was a point guard pretty much all season. Now Garland's back. That's starting to shift a little bit. But when he was thriving, when this team was on this run, Mitchell was distributing the ball, getting the offense going. He was attacking, driving, kicking. He was getting other guys involved. That was another reason why, I liked Garland over Mitchell early on. Mitchell not committed. Garland knows how to get guys involved. Yeah, he's a turnover machine, but he's always looking to dish. He's always looking to create something for somebody. Let's bring in a wing and compare him with Garland. No. Mitchell's got dog in him too. Mitchell's got that dog in him as well. Anybody willing to change their game like that is cool with me. Especially, you know what I mean? Like he's not here long term. He can jettison out of here after next year. We got him locked up for next year. After that, he can leave if he likes. This guy goes all in every night, sacrifices every night, plays hard every night, brings a mentality that I don't see Garland have. When we're down and we down by 11, down by 10, other team on a run, man, it's always Mitchell that's trying to step up. Even if it's a horrible shot he takes, man, it's always him that tries to step up. Got to eat crow on that one, man. But you gotta go all in with Mitchell. And to me, that would have been getting rid of Garland before the trade deadline. That didn't happen. We pretty much we stayed pat. We didn't trade anybody, didn't make any moves. That's fine. I mean, how can I complain, man? We sitting here, best NBA win streak right now, second in the East. You can't really complain. What can I possibly say? But if it was up to me, I would have traded Garland, tried to get some type of wing, ball handler in here, wing ball handler, somebody that can shoot, play a little defense. I know those are hard to find, man, but I would have brought something in here because to me, I still have the opinion that one of them got to go, whether Garland or Mitchell. It's just I switched up. Garland's got to go, and to me, the earlier the better, so you can start getting that chemistry. Start getting that chemistry. The team's playing great though. I mean, even Mobley. For me to sit here and even bring up Garland and Mitchell trade, I know a lot of y'all like, why? Like, come on, man. We winning all these games. Like, we looking the best we've looked. Like, I hear all that. I hear all that, man. But I'm just, I'm still not fully sold. I'm not. I'm not. Not with this unit. Because at the end of the day, we doing the same thing to me that every Cavs team does every year. And that's over that we exceed regular season expectations. I give JB Bickerstaff that. His teams pretty much exceed expectations. Even back in the Darius Garland, Colin Sexton days, man, they typically be able to win games and compete more than people expect. That's what he does. Every year, I feel like we come into the season, starts off a little rocky, and then Bickerstaff gets them on some type of run, and then we start talking about the Cavs highly, and oh man, they really look good, and then it just fizzles out. It always fizzles out. Whether it's barely making it to the play-in, whether it's getting to the playoffs, getting crushed by the Knicks, we just never get there when it really counts. Regular season juggernauts, though. Regular season darlings. I'm tired of being a regular season darling, man. I am. I am. As good as we are, I still don't see it. Somebody's got to tell me what has changed that makes y'all feel like we can't lose the same way we lost last year. I truly need somebody got to comment and tell me that, because I don't see it. We didn't lose to the Knicks last year because they were better than us. We didn't lose to the Knicks last year because they had the best player on the court. They didn't even have the biggest player on the court. None of we lost because they just it was physicality. It was physicality and mentality. They just played harder than us, pushed us around, and our guys, nobody looked like they were like, man, I'm not going for this. We about to step up. This gonna change. Nobody other than the Karis LeVert. We had guys like that play hard still, but guys like that are not going to get you over the hump. It's got to be a Mitchell. It's got to be a Mobley. It's got to be a Garland, or maybe even an Allen. But none of our guys did anything. So one like the Knicks just had some type of crazy game plan that other teams can't utilize. Not only that, but we still got the same head coach that made no adjustments in this time period. Like he didn't do anything. Tom Thibodeau was coaching the Knicks. He ran circles around Bickerstaff. It was like we had no answers coaching, and the players had no type of heart to really step up and try to do anything. Mitchell didn't even play well. Nobody, like, we looked horrible, and we bringing the same core back, and we like, hey, yeah, we getting excited in the regular season again. And it's like, man, that's what we always do. They not doing anything special. Why? Because we had injuries, and once again, we're over exceeding our expectations because nobody expected us to be on this win streak, and they expect. News to y'all, we are a good team. We're a talented team. We've got all the talent in the world. The pieces on paper, you get that to an executive in the NBA, they'd be like, man, I love it. Like, cool. A Mobley, unicorn potential guy, a guy like Jared Allen who gives you a double-double, a guy like Donovan Mitchell who can score with the best of them and is a leader, a guy like Garland who can also play making. You got it. Our roster's great, but man, we didn't lose because our roster wasn't good enough last year. Everybody want to talk about we didn't have enough three-point shooting. Man, that's an excuse. Man, we lost because the Knicks straight up bullied us. Bullied us. And for those of y'all who are Browns fans, they did the same thing. The same thing you saw the Texans do to us. That's what happened to the Cavs. The only difference is the Browns, man, that's one game. See, they got punched in the mouth, which you can get punched in the mouth unexpected, and it's hard to recover in the middle of a game. It's hard. So, okay, you take your L for that game. Unfortunately, in the NFL, that's it. That's a wrap. Your game is up. But in the NBA, man, they came back again the next day. Punched in the mouth again. Bullied again. Punked again. Then you come back out. It's a whole series. We played 5 games. And the one game we won, we didn't even bully them in that game. We came out for 5 games and had the mentality of somebody that gets bullied. Nobody stepping up. Nobody looking like, we might be down, but this guy going off, man. He trying to keep us in. He doing everything he can. Nobody. So what am I supposed to be excited about this year? Like, I mean, truly, other than regular season hype, great. We can play for seeding in the regular season. Try to get to the number 1 seed. We happy to be the number 2, man. When are we gonna get to the point where we're expected to be the number 2 seed? Like that, that should be an expectation at this point. JB Bickerstaff is deep into this coaching run. His philosophy has been set. Like, come on, man. I'm not with all the regular season stuff. Now, if we would have brought in a different core, maybe. But at the end of the day, we still got the same team that if another team comes in here, punch us in the mouth, and just be more physical and have a little good coaching staff, have a nice little game plan and switch it up sometime, we can lose to anybody in the playoffs. Like, why? I don't get it. We get so caught up in this regular season, man. Forget the regular season. Look at the Miami Heat, man. They don't think about the regular season every year. No one talks about them. No one cares about them. They just dangle around the 7th seed, 6th seed, 8th seed, fall out of it, go into play and turn then back up to the 7th seed. But when the playoff starts, it's a whole different level. Now it's game time. And I'm not saying that every team is the Miami Heat because like they're unique, but man, the regular season is not special. It's not hard. You got trash team. If you just play hard, if you're a team that plays hard, man, you can win at least 30 games, 40 games. If you go out and play hard every night, don't take any nights off, man, you can win a good amount of games easily. My dog's going crazy. They agree. But it's easy if you play hard. We play hard. Like that's our key. What y'all see in the regular season and y'all like, man, why don't it really translate to the playoffs? It's because Cavs go out and play hard every night. I get them that. Bickerstaff has those guys that they gonna play hard every night. So you winning a lot of games. Yeah, that's why every year our regular season winnings is more than what's usually expected. Everybody's like, wow, they winning a lot. It's always wow and not expected. Because, man, we try hard. Some teams take nights off. Other contending teams, I want to say other contending teams, but, man, they don't. The Cavs don't scare me if I'm an opponent. Like, I love the Cavs. I cheer for the Cavs, man. I'm a Cavs fan. I want the Cavs to win, but I got to be real. They don't scare me. Because I saw what happened. I saw what happened last season. I saw what happened. The Knicks weren't special. They just bullied you. Why can't my team come in and just bully you? That's all I'm saying. Now, if you were to trade it, somebody brought in somebody, changed up the core, hey, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Mobley's growth, I see him growing. He's shooting threes, being more aggressive. I love it. I love it. And that is going to make our team better. Do not get me wrong. We're better. We're better. We're going to continue to get better. We're a good team. But when them playoffs start, I don't there's been no change. There's been no growth that makes me feel like, yeah, this a different mentality Cavs team. Why? Because Jared Allen is better in the post. He can create a shot a little more in the post. Okay, great, man. But what about when somebody is actually it's playoff time and now I'm not letting you get that little bunny hook off. I'm about to put a elbow in your chest every time. For 5 games last year, I saw you and a lot of other guys on the team be like, I don't want no parts of that. See, that's the thing. Like, y'all came out game after game. If it would have happened 1 game, 2 games, hey, all right, cool. Cool. Game after game, they beat us the same way. We'd play good initial defense, get a missed shot, offensive rebound. That's demoralizing, man. We got him. That was demoralizing last year. To watch that game after game, come on, man. And you bring the core back, come on. So I'm sorry to be Mr. Negative on the Cavs, but that's just how I feel. And I don't see anything that's gonna change in this year the playoffs. I truly don't. I really don't, man. And I hope I'm wrong. I was hoping they would make a trade. They didn't. They running with they squad. I get it. I get it. We on a win streak. We look good. Why would you change it right now? We look different than what we were last year. We brought in Struce and Yang, and we shooting threes and hitting threes and Merrill and all that. But at the end of the day, that wasn't a coaching change. The Bickerstaff just came up with it in the offseason and was like, yeah, this is how we going to change. Man, he was forced into that. All the injuries, man, he was forced into playing Sam Merrill. He didn't even want to play him then. Porter Jr., Bates don't get any time. All them guys have disappeared, which I get it. Garland guys coming back healthy, but man, he doesn't deal with rotations well. Like he doesn't, and that's just my opinion. But I don't. I'm sorry. I have no faith in Bickerstaff. No faith in when the teams start locking down in the playoffs and taking away what we do best. Whatever they deem that to be, whatever they want to take away and feel like they can take away and make and cripple our offense, man, you're gonna see teams do that. And I don't have faith that Bickerstaff is gonna notice, diagnose, and just make changes. He's just all of a sudden in his, I don't even know what year this is. It's got to be like his 7th, 6th year, something. Maybe not. Something. He been here long enough to where I done seen him not make adjustments and do the same things and be stubborn. Not with it. So it's always go Cavs. But man, I when I watch, I just I don't see us really contending. I don't. Not based off, not unless all Garland and Mobley and Jared Allen and Mitchell, all of them will have to take huge steps in their mental and just mostly they mental from last year. Because that was, again, it wasn't because they were better than us. That was a moment is too big, which Jared, we know that's the famous quote Jared Allen said. Moment, man, this moment's too big. In the middle of the series, you still got games to play. You talking about the moment too big. Like mentality, man. Mentality. Come on. After the series over, your head coach talking about, yeah, you gotta lose in order to win. Man, no, you don't, man. What type of mentality are you instilling in your team? Like, it's no, you don't have to lose. Yeah, we lost. Move on with our loss, get our lessons, and let's get better. But man, don't be telling people you gotta lose in order to win. Ah, nah, I'm not a Bickerstaff fan, man. That's worse than Stefanski. At least Stefanski don't say anything. He just keep his mouth shut and just gives no info. You gotta lose. It's a part of the process. Come on, man. You don't. Y'all gonna get me on just going off on a rant about Bickerstaff, man. Somebody got to tell me something. I appreciate y'all for joining me, but somebody, please tell me why this year I should be excited, because I don't. Great, y'all. Keep on killing it in the regular season. They like the Baltimore Ravens to me, man. Because you got Lamar Jackson and ain't nobody going to game plan for you in the regular season. As long as he healthy, you going to win MVPs and, you know what I'm saying, you're going to beat a lot of teams and look like a juggernaut in the regular season. But once teams focus in, lock in, take away what you do best, what's your counter? Ravens don't got one. And to me, Cavs might have one, but I don't think we've got the coaching or the personnel to help him find that counter easily. Like we don't have that. We don't have it, man, in my opinion. Please prove me wrong. Please. Let's get another chance, please, because we've got the talent to compete with anybody in the East. We could at least come out the East. Philadelphia's got Joel Embiid all hurt. He's out for an extended period of time. Boston Celtics are up and down. Like they are, I mean, yeah, they the best team when they own, but man, you don't know what Boston team's gonna show up. Those guys are up and down. Man, to me, the East is wide open. It's wide open. And the Cavs can easily be number one. I could see us easily being number one seed in the East. Milwaukee is uncharacteristically just bad on defense. Like I don't know, Milwaukee's in shambles. You know, yeah, they in shambles. So the number one seed, man, is just it's right there for the taking if the Cavs want it. But I don't care about the number one seed or any of that. I do, of course. Let's get it. That can help in the playoffs. But man, I'm concerned about the playoffs. To me, I've seen enough in the regular season for the Cavs. I'm concerned about the playoffs. I'm ready to take a step forward. I'm not about to be happy with just a first round win. Like a lot of people like, oh man, we got bounced out in the first round last year, so a successful season is winning the first round and then possibly not winning the second. Man, no, absolutely not. Like do you realize what we traded for Donovan Mitchell? Like, do you realize the situation we in? Like it's a short window. It's crazy how like the Brown situation and Cavs situation, like it's mirrored. Like it's crazy. Like you traded a whole bunch for a dude that's your franchise cornerstone. It hasn't really gone the way you expected it. So like it's crazy. It's crazy the parallels. But man, like always, I appreciate y'all for joining me. Please let me know what it is that the Cavs have this year that they just didn't have last year. And I'm not talking about, don't come at me with they the better 3-point shooter, man. I know all that. But what is it that makes y'all feel like when we get punched in the mouth this year, we gonna have a counter and be ready to punch back and be ready to deal with it? I love y'all. Appreciate y'all for joining me, man. And as always, peace.